Okay, to start. No. Goed, okay. Nagayumi has found, what did he find? 50 wood. Just 50 wood. How does he go for a trading post? Yeah, I don't get this. Nagayumi, 50 wood, 30 coin. Oh, another 40 wood. But that's just stacked. Okay, so he did start, then he must have started with 200 wood. He got 50 wood, get a little bit, and then found the 40 wood treasure. Now he's at 40 wood. So then I have to correct this. Hopefully it's now as it should be, like let's say 10. Then of course the scoreboards for you guys. Up. There we go. 1-1 currently. We are in the third game of this best of 5 from the round of 16. Yes, round of 16 from this Age of Empires Spring Championship. 90 wood is gonna be discovered there by PrinceOfKabul. However, he does need more than one elephant to take that. So let's see if he... Oh yeah, he's gonna go there immediately. Good thing. Already working on his hunt. That's also a very smart thing. We saw, for example, Killjoy doing that as well for his Guardia. You have just to deal with it, and that means that you have to start bringing it towards your town center on time. The good thing on Siberia though is that these hunts are herdable very very well, so you can get it from here all the way to your town center, no problem, no back herding usually. So he's gonna find that 90 wood, which is of course a very nice addition for the Indian player. The fact that the German has made a trading post is also really good for him. German with a trading post starts so early is very very strong. German very reliant on their shipments, not just because of their general like game plan, but also because of course they get free Udans with every shipment. So it really comes in handy that he has a trading post already built. And also, by the way, this 175 coin in line of sight from a trading post will be something definitely worth picking up later on, probably with the hero and the first 2 Udans. So meanwhile, Prince also found 50 wood. He found 40 wood, which is basically one free villager, very nice as well. And he's gonna age up with the Karni Mata. Also, by the way, just quick notion here. Karni Mata is gonna boost your resources in aura. Let's say around like this area or something. This one has it still as well, so let's just increase my size a little bit. Let's say around this aura area. And that means of course it's wisely to put it around here and not like here, because he just brought in this herd, so you want to have every village gathering here, also benefiting from the boost from your Karni Mata. This is also, by the way, still possible to play into the thing of going for a semi-FF with economy in the back and then putting your Agafort like somewhere here or here as an additional defense, while buying time for yourself to get your Age 3 units together. But he might also go for colonial play. We have to see what his mind is set to. So both of them aging up, that is interesting. PrinceOfKabul even aged up a little bit before. Probably because he could task his villages a little bit faster to food because he found 100 wood, so he didn't need to gather that. Every small thing mattered. Little bit of scouting. I'm not sure why he's scout with 3 units here, to be honest, but... ooh, second trading post. So, a lot of wood gathered there. No, actually just he aged... No, he still has 400 in queue. So he gathered wood to build a trading post. He still has the age of wood in queue. Oh wow, he's even going for a 3rd trading post. And Prince had this hero there, meaning that he either was expecting something like this, or he might want to have a trading post himself. And that's why he put his hero there to kind of get ready to build. These monkeys of course can't siege, but 2 elephants can. And now we see a trading post and 3 houses, so there's just no stable. So this is going to be a straight FF with 3 trading posts. Let me see if he's gonna do stagecoach. Good market upgrades coming in, by the way, for Prince. Already imperial bureaucracy. We saw 300 export, meaning that he can switch the consulate, which is going to be there soon, to get the Ottomans villagers out, but he's going to start with his stable. Probably, this is actually interesting. Why do you bring your monkeys back? This is not a good thing, Prince. You brought them back, but... okay, he has 2 Udans there, but 2 Udans kill monkeys as well, but you brought them back, but they won't be able to siege down a trading post. I would have preferred him to actually keep these monkeys around to scout out the base, because it's also important for the Indian guy to know that the German guy has no stable up yet, because it means you will only have 2 Udans at a time to deal with, meaning that you will make like 4 Zembreks at max. Okay, he's doing so now, but maybe it was just a mistake, not sure, but it's also always important to know as much of this information from your opponent as you can. 4 Ulens used there. Of course, 3 Saddle Wagons, 2 Saddle Wagons. This is like the max eco greedy style German can throw at you. No units made, no army building even. 700 coin now. But he does have to gather the wood for the... Okay, maybe he's just going to ship 700 wood after because he has so much XP. But he also found that 360 XP treasure. Maybe going to grab this 170 coin later, as I mentioned before. Ooh, he's going to find one villager. I'm not sure why the villager is even there. Must have been a misclick. There's not even something to hurt. And by the way, you see that he nicely brought this hunt all the way towards his town center. And now Prince has 580 export stacked. But he can't use it yet because the consulate is just being built. Which makes me wonder if it wouldn't be better to maybe send that card like a little bit later. Wow, Prince didn't. Wait a second, he didn't. What's this? He didn't even send the H1. Sorry, I totally looked over that. He saved his H1 shipment, which is usually the trickle, distributivism or something, or collectivism. He saved it for the 600 wood shipment in the first age. That was I was a little bit off there. I thought he was sending 300 wood first. I was immediately looking at the second card. But he'd used 600 wood and then 300 export. Okay, so 700 wood, of course. Then, as I mentioned, because of all this XP, you can easily afford it. And then you have a Rex, a stable up. Look at his upgrades. What's he gonna do? Just now, well, now. Like a little bit before his placer mines, but I hope he's really gonna kick in either steel traps or amalgamation or even both. But this 3 trading post style is just yeah, greedy, but it's really gonna pay off, I think. He's gonna use 2, 4, 5 villages to build this wonder because he wants to get it ASAP. Because he's already behind the German being in the 3rd age, gonna spam shipments very soon. Nice 175 coins for Nagayumi. 1 Ulan there because he's expecting Prince to bring in his herd anytime soon. So far Prince has enough food left, but he needs to think about bringing in this herd anytime soon. He of course has the Zembarex in place, so actually I would have probably guarded this hunt with the Zembarex and sent a villager over there just to start bringing it in. Rather than waiting for it until it's actually too late. Losing 1 village, no, barely not losing it, saving it on time. But there we have the first push incoming. 5 skirmishes, of course, made from the Rex, and 8 skirmishes being shipped. And there he is going to age up with the tower, probably not the Agrafort. That is also very risky because, of course, the tower means that you have, I think it's the tower, yes. It means that you have no additional defense, just a bunch of food that you get. But no additional defense when you age up versus the spam from the German player. Calling both Minutemen just to hold off this push here. And the skirmishes, oh, that's actually nice. Using his elephant on the skirmishes just to buy some time. Of course, the elephant will tank a lot, and he's able to decently clean up the Udens. However, he was forced to call both Minutemen as well, which is not ideal for him to invest the resources in that. Also, by the way, the fact that you have no Agrafort or what's the other thing called again? The thing where you get a Mahout. He doesn't. The Agrafort gives you Gurkha. The Mansabdar Palace or thing gives you a free Mahout, but it adds to your army, and this only adds to your wood count. So I feel that this is too greedy to play versus a German with 3 trading posts. Also, by the way, as you see now, steel traps there, amalgamation as well. Okay, good thing is he will be able to deal with these. He will be able to make a new stable very fast, I hope. With just 1 villager on the wood crates. What is he actually going to do? Next shipment 71%. Score advantage definitely going to Nagayumi at this point. Okay, gold mine running out. Oh, he actually has no gold mine in the back. Nagayumi has one. So that means he has to go to this gold mine or that one, which is very awkward. Okay, he's gonna ship Yurumis? Really? Not sure about that. Okay, he is just gonna resign. That is very unfortunate. The thing is, of course, there was some raiding by a German player, but he didn't even try to bring in this herd or this one, which was actually like a tiny bit closer. It moved away a little bit, I think, but yes, like Buneng just says, this was a little bit closer. It walked away. He didn't spend time herding it. He could have during his age up. He had Sambarex to protect it from Udan raids, but he did not. We see that Nagayumi is... He has also a few dead animals here to because he was bringing in this herd. As you see also, by the way, here, this one is low HP. And he also tried to bring it in, but it also still is quite at a big distance from his town center. And if Prince was trying to bring in this herd, it would probably be around the same distance as this herd from Nagayumi, which is Nagayumi's next one. And then also, by the way, Nagayumi has to bring in this herd on the right side, which is also very far. It's just not the most ideal map, which means that you have to play accordingly, which is for sure why I don't agree with a tower age up in this case. It is too greedy when you are behind. The thing is that, well, I think actually it's too greedy, not 100% sure yet, but the German guy ages up with a very good economy, 3 trading posts, so you have to hold that first push a little bit better, I feel, than in this case. So that means that Nagayumi is gonna be up 2-1 in this series. Bringing out the post game for you guys quickly. We see there no army being made during the age up as well. By the way, oh sorry, this is he did make a few more. No, this is the shipment from Nagayumis. So what did he make actually? This is the Minuteman, I feel. So he didn't even make any more Zambarek or Sowers or something. Just waiting his shipment, and yeah, then you can't just compete with Germans having 3 trading posts and a lot of army shipments to spam. Resources, of course, also behind there, because the German guy did ship 2 saddler wagons after his 3 saddler wagons and did the necessary upgrades. It looks like he upgraded his trading post to stagecoach. I can't click it anymore, that's unfortunate. Seeing how the resources were coming in. So that means that Nagayumi is up 2-1 there. And I hope we're gonna go into the last game. Okay, so we are going to go into the 4th game in this series then, BO5 of course. First to 3 we'll take it home. Next map is going to be Pampas Sierras, and of course being in the at the 4th game, this means that this series kind of gets reset regarding the civilization restrictions. And we're gonna play Pampas Sierras, and both of them can then choose to use every civilization that they used in the first games again. Well, I'm fine if there is going to be an admin decision that this game should be replayed. Yeah, pro. So hold on, he might be wanting to talk to one of the others. Okay, so we're just going to continue with the series. Prince also had the option to rehost himself if he found his hunts to be too far, and go into a rehost for spawning map again. However, as it is, Nagayumi did play it correctly still, I believe. Even apart from the hunt, the strategy was probably better from Nagayumi than from Prince, so still 2-1 it is then for him. And that means we're going to go into the fourth map here, which is Pampas Sierras. We haven't seen it that much here. It is a rather close map. Well, in a way it's rather close. You have to control the center because you have to really get these resources later on in the game. And it is going to be India for Nagayumi playing India here in red versus PrinceOfKabul playing French. Wow, I'm really surprised about that. I didn't even check that yet. I feel that's a very hard matchup for French. It's not like, of course, that they can't win, but I feel it's just very hard. On the other hand, of course, this map has no trading post, so going German versus India is kind of hard here because German really needs his trading posts, like on Kamchatka, for example. One good thing is that Prince plays India pretty good. That means that he then probably has some plan in mind what he has to do to beat India on this map. This map also, by the way, has a few better treasures on the right side, and of course the llamas, llamas on the left side, which both of these players are not going for. That is actually interesting. Now Prince is going to the left side. He also, of course, is French. He has a second scout. He should actually, I'm not sure if he's really known that he's confident with the map, that he really knows the map. Because in this case, usually you would send your scout to the left because it's very fast, and you would try to grab all these llamas, while your hero is working on some of the treasures in the middle or right part of the map. Anyway, Nagayumi tries to get this Incan warrior, which is just Incan Huaminka, which is just very, very strong. And seeing that, Prince will use his scout just to make sure that he will damage the elephants as much as possible. It looks like he is able to grab this treasure before Prince's hero comes in, which means that it's now a run time for Prince. Starting with the market, of course, pretty standard, just getting up the hunting dogs as you see there. Of course, India starting with the free wood upgrades, also small advantage to the civilization. Okay, Agra Fort in the center. Ooh, we was barely not on time to even block it, but Agra Fort in the center, scouted by Prince, so he has to work on making sure that this time he gets his hunts, this one and this one, on time towards his town center to be able to deal with that properly. The thing is, what can French do? Usually, of course, you have the for a semi-FF in your arsenal. On this map, however, where the resources are not that great, not that much in number, so to say, it can be hard to do, especially because he don't have a trading post either. And of course you can go with Musketeer Hussars, but in the end Gurkha will be a better unit than your crossbowmen in the second age, so a Gurkha Zamorak composition from India is stronger than a Musketeer Hussar composition from French in the second age, which makes it very hard for French to deal with this. So I'm curious to see what Prince is going to do. Maybe he's even going to go for like crossbowman, pikeman or something, but even that is going to be very, very hard. Looks like a trapped settler is going to be found here by Nagayumi as well. Wow. So an Inca and the trap settler. But on the other hand, we have Prince finally discovering that there are llamas here on the left side, which he's now going to take. And he found 2 so far. Maybe a few of these were barely in line of sight, but not close enough for him to find them and scout them. 90 foot. Not the most optimal treasure herding here, unfortunately, because he's now going to be attacked by 2 dogs. Usually you micro it a little bit away, that you're out of this circle where the dogs, wolves bug, and then you can take them out without taking too much damage. Everything matters, by the way, because a half HP hero, of course, is not as good as a full HP hero. So, regardless, 2 llamas, 3rd llama, Inca now running. Did you see that? He was running with the thing, whatever you call it, that he was using to attack people, like running around above his head, crazy Indian style. 2 more llamas there. Ooh, but he might lose them. That would be unfortunate. Looks like he's gonna lose 1 for sure. He's gonna lose 2, but right on time. Nagayumi doesn't spot it on time. Oh, he spots 1 on time. He deletes those 2 just to make sure that it can't be returned to his base. And that means only 1 llama is saved. So 2 for still 6 llamas for Prince, pretty nice. So Nagayumi aged up. I'm assuming that his Inca is gonna come to join their first push there. And meanwhile, this is an all-out rush. He doesn't have any market, so this is gonna be really strong push by India. So he's gonna make 4 sepos just ship 5, I have to assume, and push hard on the French player. French guy starting with a Rex, of course, pretty standard in this case. You don't want to start with a stable versus an India Seppo rush. I'm surprised to see that he didn't do that much more scouting. Prince didn't. So he doesn't really know for sure what's coming. He's gonna lose his scout, unfortunate there, because you always want to have it later on for visibility, for information. No market yet, so actually he's gonna ship 4 in logging rather than 5 seppers. This is just a little bit of harassment, that's all. Maybe trying to scare Prince into shipping 8 crossbowmen, and then he might even ship like 6 round wood or so after this, and then Prince having wasted 8 crossbowmen for nothing. Ooh, he's gonna lose a villager, probably forgot about it. He has villager HP, no, he has no villager HP. Otherwise he would probably be able to save it for sure. Now he will... He's using his hero nicely to slow down the Sepoy, but of course 5-6 Sepoy beat 5 Musketeers. And it looks like the Incan... Oh, the Incan warrior died, shipping 8 crossbowmen. Probably what Nagayumi was hoping for, but he did save the village. That was very nice. Micro probably very nice on the Inca there to take it down, maybe even the town center, so that of course the Inca does the most damage, but that means that then the elephants won't do that much damage to the villager. This hero was only attacking 1 Sepoy, would have liked to see it change the targets and slow down other Sepoy, but for now just 2 additional Sepoys from the Indian player, and it looks like this is not going to be an all-out, full-out rush, like all-in rush. And of course 8 crossbowmen can't really push into the fort, so Nagayumi is totally fine. Consulate going up. No market still, or did I miss a market somewhere? No, no market still. Yeah, Prince trying to see what he can make happen. Of course taking on the elephant is always nice. Not sure why Nagayumi is the elephant so far out. Little bit of a stun there, good thing, but this is 2 less elephants in the next battle. And it is of course 90 additional XP for Prince of Kabul, which is very nice. The Sepoys can't really do that much because there's of course the range advantage from crossbowmen, and so far Prince only has 1 Rex, and that means that he doesn't even have the army mass to push out here. Otherwise, if he has 2 Rexes from the start, he might have been able to mass enough crossbowmen and musketeers to go for a timing push here when Nagayumi is trying to catch up here. Actually, I'm not really sure what Nagayumi is doing, to be honest. The consulate is now going up. He is shipping. What is he shipping? Maybe this is just going to go for a raid. I actually like it. Just leave the fort and just go for harassment in the main base. Now he's shipping 300 export. Okay, so he just want to catch up. I assume no 3 SRs because he didn't make that many units. Yeah, oh, well, he made a few more, but Probably gonna go for the village. Well, actually, I have no idea. I think I would go for the villages, but on the other hand, he's already so far. No, he's ahead the villagers. But of course, this is French villagers, so this actually is 1/4 added here, so it's actually even in villagers. Market now being built there, and we have a push incoming. Of course, he still has Minutemen available. Second Rex and Stable coming up now. He has still Minutemen available. Ooh, doesn't kill the villager, just barely not. Maybe I would even take out the market. Seeing the market go up this late, you probably know your opponent hasn't done any upgrades and really wants to get in the upgrades going. So maybe I would have even just seized it. Maybe he was just scared of the fact that there was a possible separate attack coming in from the back there. 5 Hussars now. Oh, Minutemens. 5 Hussars are really, of course, not that useful versus Sepoys, so either he's gonna go for a raid with them, or he is expecting an army of a battle soon with Gurkhas. Ooh, he's gonna lose 2 musketeers for unfortunately nothing. But the Hussars can do a good job raiding here. Nagayumi kind of expecting Prince to push to his base. He's gonna just go with the half of his villages towards here and get safe food over there. Of course, Prince has to use his army to get to his town center and defend that, otherwise he's gonna lose a lot of stuff here. Prince still has some villagers available to fight. He has Minutemen available. Of course, he used the 8 crossbowmen, but see, the Minutemen, I don't really like the Minutemen, to be honest. I think it's actually a little bit of a waste. They're already on 1 HP. I mean, what do you really do with it? If Prince is doing a nice thing that Eric did before, putting out 1 villager, this is actually not good. He's using 90 attack to take out the Minutemen. That's just such a waste. If you use the 90 attack on the Sepoy and just use 1 villager or maybe the crossman later on the Minutemen, you would have such better effective damage output overall. So still 700 wood for villagers, pretty good. 8 crossmen first. Yeah, Nagayumi really tricked him into a hard rush. That's actually also a good mind game of Nagayumi, because usually you ship 8 crossmen after 4 villagers or after 700 wood. But we have a battle here while these Hussars are raiding. 2 Sepoy there to deal with them. If he's gonna take out the Sepoy first, he will be okay. It looks like he's gonna do that. Micro is lower speed to the side to the back. Villagers now nicely. Villagers now gonna be brought as well. And but of course the fort was doing some damage. So he's still doing, of course these villagers are idle, they are not gathering, so that's actually quite okay. I would really like Prince to split his army. Now he's moving everything in one group. If he uses musketeer in the second group and the crossbowmen in one first group, he would be better able to to benefit from the range from the crossbowmen and micro on the Sepoy with the 16 range advantage over 12. As it is, he really needs to poke. Yes, he is trying to poke. Nice, by the way. Do you see this? Part of the Sepoys keeps sieging, the other part moves back, which was in range of the musketeers, making sure that you again increase your total output damage. Minutemen being brought in, good job there as well. And Hussars coming now from the back just to tank some damage and to slow down his army so that this infantry damage output is as effective as possible. Of course, you don't want to lose the Hussars too easy, however, this actually is quite okay. Elephant, of course, tanking a lot as well, but I think this is a very good army for Prince. He's going to be able to clean up most of this. With the Minutemen, of course, still tanking a little bit. Although, yeah, he does 5 Hussars as well. Pretty even, I would say, in the end. But the economy is, yeah, about the same. Prince has, sorry, Prince has. Prince has a little bit more villagers, of course, because of the corroded water bonus. However, Nagayumi, Nagayumi has both the wood trickles, and he's now 3 villages ahead. And now finally doing some market upgrades. But the good thing is that Prince had his steel traps working for him all the game, so that means he gets much more resources. What will he do after this? Ship 700 coin and age? No, he's going for 700 food and mass. His economy is better for now. Of course, the Indian guy will slowly catch up. With every shipment that the Indian guy sends, he gets a free villager. Of course, he still has map control. This hunt is too far for Prince to work on. This hunt, he wasn't really able to get in early. Well, actually, he could have brought a villager to hurt it, but he was kind of facing some separate aggression early on. And now he has to work on the hunts on the other side. But he still has a hunt in the back, so that's still okay-ish. But now we see that the composition of Gurkhas, Sawars and maybe more Zemburg later is going to be really hard for Prince to deal with. this is actually a decent push by Nagayumi. The thing is, oh, he aged up. I was wondering, like, where are his units? But okay, that's why. But very nice that he made 10 musketeers during his age up. This is actually a very smart move. He probably knew that Nagayumi would push at some point, and that just means that you better make some units to hold off pressure, otherwise your villages would all be idle. Using his villages to tank a little bit of damage as well, very nice, of course. 243 HP, 0.4 range resistance, little small tanks there. So he's totally fine now, and that means that this actually is very crucial. If he stayed in the second age too long, he would for sure lose this game. You can't just battle India in the second age with musketeers, or your composition is not effective enough. But now things completely changed, because now he has still a decent economy. He can still resort to this part over there. He has available 8 skirmisher shipment, soon probably 2 cannons as well when he has enough defense. And of course now he has a skirmisher dragoon composition to battle it out with the Gurkha Samurai composition, which puts him in a really good spot. Ooh, nice wall going up, completely denying any gathering from Prince there, or even a raid to the sides. And he finds this villager with the raiding hussars. Sorry, Sowars. It's time for Prince to start bringing in this hunt, by the way. It's far enough from the Agra that you have still time. Put your army there, secure it, and bring in your hunter field. Oh, he's going to this gold mine. But he really needs to get in this hunter field. This gold mine, of course, is very far, and of course also if you're going to push out here to the center of the map, you're very vulnerable to side raids because you're so far out. So he chooses to go for this gold mine. I think that's quite okay decision. He can't go there anymore later, of course, because it's now walled off. And of course he has to get some resources there, so that's where he sends some of his villagers. But again, this hunt is walking a little bit back, but I feel he should really be trying to bring this one in. Shipping cannons, good move. Also another very important, crucial thing. Important and crucial, yes, double it up. The villagers over here can be brought into battle when he needs it. And I actually would like him to do so, because there's probably going to be a push coming from Nagayumi. And he really needs everything he can to defend his cannons. So, ooh, is it going to be enough? He knows they are coming. Okay, Nagayumi is deciding, I'm going to give up my Agra fort, and I'm going to catch all the villagers that are hurting over there. Which is actually a decent choice. And actually Prince should kind of anticipate it, because what is Nagayumi doing? Nothing to fight off his army. That means a good player will make use of his army somewhere else. Okay, he's just raiding there, that's good for him for now. Luckily these villagers won't be found. It's time to mix in some guns. Oh, he's doing so, that's perfect. Taking out the fort for sure is nice, but really, putting his musketeers in mana mode on time, but he should really be blocking the cannons with his skirmishers. They should be moving in front to body block the camels, so these cannons will live longer. But the dragoons are mixed in, sorry, messing up there. And now the cannons with the skirmishers won't be killed by Nagayumi for sure. He can't deal with it at this point. Iron needs to age up, which of course he's far away from, or he just needs an insane mass, spread out his units, you know, that stagger mode that you don't get that much damage, try to come in with a nice flank and mix in some Zambarak as well to take out some of these from range, I feel. That's also why that's also why PrinceOfKabul had a small window to play this, to age up. And he completely, I think, made the right choice and chose to age when he did. If he would have done it earlier, it would be too risky with too few units. He did a small push. If you remember here, he completely trapped. Well, not completely trapped. He caught this army, and that kind of reset the army count for Nagayumi a little bit, meaning that PrinceOfKabul, with of course still defensive tower and villagers, had some more time. Then he ages up. If he ages up, oh, nice spam there. This is not the best thing that happens. Oh, what you doing? He is too close to the stable, guys. Know that there can something can spawn out from there and immediately drop on your cannons, and that's unfortunate. He also shipped. No, it was much earlier. He had like 4 Sowars left, and he made like 5 from the stable, and then he tested them all to the cannons, and that's very unfortunate. Losing these cannons so early is a little bit shit. However, he did do decent. He got the Agra fort, got rid of the Agra fort, can now use this part of the map as well. Has still advantage to tech in the third age, and Nagayumi, yeah, 1k gold is nice, but he has nowhere near the food to age up. Walling this off again, and walling this off also to make sure that he can still gather resources freely on the right side. Prince should not be too eager to push here. Whoa, he should really be really careful here, because mixing cuirassiers is nice. They will tank a lot, of course. But there's still a good amount of musketeers. Seppo is still here well. And Zemrak being mixed in. Nice micro pulling low HP crochet to the back. But this was just a lot of units from Nagayumi. I feel like Prince should have waited a little bit more. However, it looks like he's still gonna trade off decently. These crochets do really tank a lot. I mean, 500 HP, 0.2 resistance. I'm surprised that there were no Minutemen called, by the way, from Nagayumi. And now the crochets almost died, and now you see it, the Sowers are gonna work on the skirmishes. That's what I said. I felt that he should have waited a little bit more. For example, post it near your villages again, so that you can use your villages to tank up a lot of damage as well. And also fight in a more effective spot, because this was too close to reinforcements from Nagayumi. Which is far from ideal. Maybe Prince felt he should have, he had to make something happen, but he upgraded his villager attack as well, by the way, which is good. Oh, 5 more crochets popping out, but he lost like 8 or so skirmishes in the process, which is far from ideal. He's gonna look for a raid. He knows that there were no Zemrak out, or maybe he finds it too risky. Okay, he's gonna go for a side raid, maybe. Oh, the 2 elephants were never used again. Imagine, by the way, 800 HP with 0.2 range resistance. That would have really changed his battle even more. But like I said, Prince pushed out a little bit too far, perhaps. But ooh, eyes. Whoa, no, yes, just Sowers. I'm surprised that he's not gonna add some Zemraks actually. And Prince really needs to think about adding some dragoons. However, these crochets, how funny as it is, will probably be able to deal quite decent with these low HP, well, relatively low HP Zemrak. Of course, they are very cheap as well. Trying to micro on the Sepoi as best as he can. Of course, there's still a 2 HP Zemrak in the back. Nicely saved there from that earlier battle by Nagayumi, but it will die. And these Sowers will die, meaning that now he has to back off again. He has no reinforcements so far. He can't be trading like this. The economy of Nagayumi, as you see here, 51 villagers, is much better. Of course, this is actually like 43 villagers, but there's also the, or 45. But there's also the wood trickles from the Indian guy that are really that really matter as well. Ooh, will the outpost get up? The villagers definitely have to fight. This is a do or die situation here. If he can hold, he can hold out. He can hold out and play the game longer. If he loses this position, he loses the tower, he loses the villages, and he's out of the game. He has another shipping point here. I hope he's going to put a low HP villager. Yes, he's doing so nicely. However, the other ones could still fight. Looking like 5 dragoons finally and 4 more skirmishes. Okay, this game will go on. Both of them trying to get control of the center part here. Villagers being brought in as well from Nagayumi to maybe tank a little bit more later on, but for sure to gather resources. Again, the villagers being popped out of the town center to tank more resources. Musketeers being brought in from the consulate. Skirmishes added here. Is that a 7 skirmish shipment? Yes, no, it was before, sorry. But there's a 5 dragoon shipment, and he made 2 times 5 skirmishes, which is very nice. Still gathering on the left side, untouched. Now gonna find these villagers from Nagayumi, which will even up the village count quite a bit. That's very good for Prince. However, now he has to be careful because there's another army push coming in from Nagayumi, because he knows that there's a little bit of a crochet chasing there. Ooh, so many low HP villagers. Too bad he didn't get it. The crochets really need to be joining here, or the villagers need to fight. However, these dragoons are quite capable to deal with these Sowers, but then if these Sepoys are in range of skirmishes, they deal quite good damage. Same goes for this Musketeer, 25 damage. So Prince is now nicely microing his way back to make sure that he's staying out of range as much as possible, while dealing damage from his 20 range with skirmishes. All in all, very good play again by both of these people. Both these players. I like that he brings in this crochet actually, because it allows him to do a little bit more damage with the dragoons and the skirmishes. However, he could have probably brought in the skirmish a little bit closer to deal more optimal damage. And again, 2 elephants still not used by Nagayumi. I'm not sure what he's doing there. Imagine, by the way, how much it can change battles, having 800 HP tanks in front of you, soaking up 0.2 range resistance from both dragoons and skirmishes, and of course from villagers as well. Town center for Prince. I actually would have preferred to be my town center somewhere there near the gold mine, because you already have it secured kind of here. Prince feels confident enough to push out, and now we see, by the way, the score gap is quite in favor of Prince. A little bit deceiving again, I feel. Nagayumi still has resources here, and even in the back, by the way, which he must have scouted, but he's not using it. However, Prince has, of course, H3 tech. And if, like I said again, if your army is not useful in the main battle, try to do something with it. He's probably trying to raid a little bit here or there, but another wall coming up to buy some more time. Prince definitely taking control of the center. What was I about to say? Ah yeah, 41 villages for Prince, which is of course actually more like 50 villagers. So Nagayumi slightly ahead with the trickles. However, he doesn't have the best upgrades as you see over here. No imperial. Oh yes, no imperial bureaucracy. And Prince, of course, all this time had steel traps working for him. But Nagayumi has there something resources. Okay, so now the tower going up, very nice. And takes out this little raid. It's good that Nagayumi tried to press. I'm really curious, did he not see that hunt? But okay, he still has hunts available on the other side. So, what should Nagayumi do? I feel that he should be massing an army of Gurkhas and Zemburek with some sepoys. Not too many Sowars, I think. On the other hand, yeah, it's hard. There's really a good mass of skirmishes here by PrinceOfKabul. Yeah, and of course skirmishes have more HP, 144 first Gurkha, and of course 2 more range as well. So Prince definitely ahead in this game, retaking control, I should say, of the center of this map. That gold mine has 1500 left, that one has 700 left, so there's still decent gold, but once that runs out, he probably doesn't know about this mine yet, but then again it comes down to where do you get your gold. Same goes for Nagayumi, and by the way, this gold mine is out. Where do you get your gold? Nagayumi is nowhere near aging. And yeah, he can go for plantations there, but actually can the Indian guy make plantations in the second... I mean, change them to gold in the second age? I assume they can. Prince, realizing that Nagayumi is probably gathering on the other side, is now deciding to take down this wall. I think it's a good decision rather than trying to push in hopelessly on that side. But knowing that Prince is pushing out there... Oh, actually they can walk around. Knowing that Prince is pushing out there, Nagayumi is gonna make his armor useful and take out this tower, denying this 1200 gold for Prince, which is so important for Prince as well. And of course, in anticipation of Prince sending some cuirassiers or dragoons, his infantry army is used as well. That means that Prince is giving up killing this, destroying this wall, because he has to deal with this. He doesn't want to lose the tower actually, and he for sure doesn't want to lose other villagers inside the tower. Oh, but he is coming back. He probably knows also that Prince has stopped seizing the wall, which means that his army must be returning. And look at how many villages were in there. Prince really had to save those. So he is returning here to protect his last mine over there. And Prince also, by the way, 18 up in population. Shipping 1k coin really, of course, needed in coin. Oh no, these elephants! Where are you going? He needs them to tank in the battle, not like somewhere out. Okay, he's finally getting them. Ooh, Raiputs even. There's like a lot of Raiputs. That's more than 5. It's not even shipment. Okay. I don't know about Raiputs. The only thing is, of course, they cost food and wood. And that's what Nagayumi had. He had no more gold left. But the elephant's kind of out of position, and this is looking not so good for Nagayumi anymore. Which means that Prince is gonna take this game, it looks like. It's not over yet, but it's really looking good for him. Wood is something Indian player always has. Food is something that he still had on the map, and he now also discovered that back hut. And wow, Prince did find this hunt, so he built a tower center there to secure it for later on. That's actually a huge move as well. It means that he can continue his making his advanced units with gold that he now found a new mine of in the left side. One more Raiput trying to help here, but this is game over. That's gonna tie this series up, guys, making it 2-2 for in this series. So to quickly summarize, I think that from the start on, I tried to kind of had to question Nagayumi's start. He had no market, but he wasn't going for a hard rush. He didn't ship 5 sepoys. But he just made 4 and used the 2 from his age up and the 2 elephants and the Inca. So it's kind of saying, I want to push early, but I don't use that many units. On the other hand, he had no market at back, so he didn't really have the best economy in the back of this, meaning that his follow-up push was not the most effective. So maybe it would have been better to try to do a little bit more damage with his 5 Seppo shipment, or just make a market earlier and try to come in from the later timing. Let's say that he just took control of the map, going for a timing push before the French guy tries to age, and then yeah, come with a lot of Seppos and Sours like there. On the other hand, he did force 8 crossbowmen right away from Prince, which kind of is a small victory in that regard, because that means that Prince, of course, wasn't able to make many more other units. Barely didn't get the villain on the top, and also Prince then had to ship 700 wood and 4 villages after. So yeah, I think it was well played by Prince, but not sure about the strat by Nagayumi, to be sure. Have to think about that a little bit more. Quickly gonna bring up the post game for you guys. There you see how much Nagayumi was ahead in economy. He took out the cannons, which was nice, but he traded. Where was that again? I think it was somewhere around here. He traded quite a lot of his army as well. I felt that he should have resorted to a Zamburak Gurkha composition earlier, rather than so many Seppos and Sours, because Kuroshés block Sours really well, and if you have Gurkhas and a few Seppos perhaps for melee, and then Zamburaks, I feel the Kuroshés die faster, so I'm not sure about the best, if this was the best army composition. There you see the Prince catching up as well, taking control of the center of the map. And then of course having the better tech units available to battle it out from there. So this 2-2 in this best of 5. For anyone just tuning in, welcome there. My name is Veni Vici, as you probably know, casting here for this Age of Empires Spring Championship. This is currently the round of 16, one of the last matches from the round of 16 to be played. Also be sure to check out eso-community.net, where we have all the information about the tournament. The recorded games, replays, discussions, betting game, and much more. Looks like Boneng says he is not gonna cast this one. There was a little bit of a lag spike here and there. Okay, I'll just quickly put on the overlay for a second, and we're now gonna go into the last game, which is going to be a it's a BO5, of course, so for everyone who tuned in, welcome again. This is the Age of Empires Spring Championship. This is one of the last games from the round of 16. That means it's a BO5. We are currently 2-2 in this series, and that means we go into the last game, which is going to be played on ASC Manchuria. Thanks again for Gaia for the additional maps here. Very interesting map, actually. Too bad we haven't seen much of it so far. It allows for several strategies. Of course, there's also the option to still go for some kind of water or semi-water boom, or later on, for example, as you see on the right side. It's kind of based on Mongolia, but a little bit smaller, and a much more direct path towards your opponent. So the matchup here is going to be Nagayumi here spawning in blue, going to play China, versus Prince here in red, who's going to play India. And that actually is a very interesting matchup itself, I feel. Of course, on this matchup, on this map, there are cows, which means that actually it's very beneficial for both. Of course, the Indian guy wants as many cows for additional XP. On the other hand, the China guy wants as many cows to task on their villages to make sure that they have an increased fattening and thus food boost later on. So what can India do here? Yeah, actually I feel there are a lot of ways possible. China kind of won't win it in the second age, I think, so they have to just go for a fast fortress. India can go perhaps for a small push, probably gonna put some, might put some agra in the center here to get map control. India can go for a semi-FF as well, but then it's of course quite slower than China. It can also go for a second age push. Not sure, we have to see what they're gonna choose, how they want to play this out. Looks like 2 cows there for 2 cows for both, 4 already actually for Prince of Kabul, which did lose an elephant. I'm not sure what's happening there. Why would you lose an elephant to this? Maybe it's misclick or something. 1 elephant. I don't think it's. You can stun one of these Black Panthers, of course, and then you can make sure that you're properly positioned that you can attack both of them. But I think, anyway, not sure what happened there. So we have 55 coins still left later, and then we have. Let's see. Small food treasure is not the most important. Small coin treasure. Where are the wood treasures? Ah, there it is. Now 85 wood. That's and 90 wood even. Both on the prince's side. That's sometimes the issue with this map. Sometimes the wood treasures spawn together on the top. But small advantage. That's just what you have to deal with. Maps are never totally the same. So let's see if Prince, he did for sure find this one. I think he came from that angle. So let's see if he's also gonna get his elephant later, rescue it, and go to the north to pick up these treasures later. The good thing is though that Nagayumi with the disciple did find these treasures as well, so he will probably be looking to get one of these, or at least prevent Prince from getting one of these in a little bit. And in the meantime, 4 cows so far by Nagayumi, and 2 for 5 cows so far by Prince of Kabul. That means that's 9 cows. I thought there were 10. Oh, there it is. 6 cows by Prince, and 4 by Nagayumi. Gonna find himself 30 food, might just help to get that age up a little bit quicker. While of course he's probably want to maintain constant villager production. Even gonna kill a cow to age up faster. It's actually probably a good choice. So there we have the wonder going up, and that's gonna be the Summer Palace, pretty standard. Of course, gives you a free banner army every. Is it 2 minutes or something every amount of time, and of course most important thing, you get 500 food with it when you age up, which allows for fast aging to the fortress. 3 villages being brought forward from Prince. That means there is going to be some aggressive aggro fort, I think. I hope he realized that he has to build it somewhere here, not too far. Okay, good. So 3 villages being built on the tasked on the aggro fort, while we see that Nagayumi takes up a hero here, 55 coin. Not the most useful thing at this point, but every treasure counts, of course, and it will be a little bit closer for him to call Minuteman at some point when he needs it. Or in this case, to get the coin ready for the age up. So aggro fort for Prince, no market. So this is going to be a rush, not the all-out rush like a 10-10 Sepper rush, but you see a house, of course, in constant villager production. But it's going to be a rush nonetheless, I assume. Otherwise, you won't have to. You should not task 3 villagers on there. Meanwhile, it looks like this 80 foot is gonna be. They're gonna be fight. Prince is gonna go to the 90 wood treasure, and in the meantime, Nagayumi is gonna pick this 85. But Prince does realize, so he will be. Looks like 1 tire goes down. Still 1 has to go down. Looks like he's gonna try to steal it. Of course, gonna attack a disciple, not the hero. Disciple is lowest in HP. You wanna take it out first, but who? Looks like Nagayumi barely got it first. So good thing there. Good job. Which means that he can just try to push them away a little bit, the disciple and the hero. But Prince definitely, I feel, has to go back, because this is basically 1 free villager or a house, and that is really, really important for India. So I feel that he should be trying to get that. On the other hand, he also wants to get it because he wants to get his elephants on time to any battle that's gonna come up soon, because they are just such good shields. I feel that he has scouted. He must. Well, he did see in the back that Nagayumi was going there, and Nagayumi straight goes for the tigers, stunning 1, killing the other one, and now we'll see if Prince can indeed steal this one, or that both treasures go to Nagayumi, which is of course insane. 170 wood. Okay, he decides to back off. Of course, he would still also have to take care of this treasure once it's out of this, once it's not stunned anymore. So I think it's a smart decision for him to back off there, realizing that Prince got him there. And okay, 1 house, no market still. 2 sappers being brought just to make sure that he kills this as fast as possible. Maybe worried about that as soon as he's gonna fight these tigers, that or lions actually, that Nagayumi is gonna return with his hero to try to steal it from him. So the less damage the heroes take, the better it is. 90 wood for Prince, and there we have a Gurkha. 5 Gurkhas made, and 600 wood shipped. He definitely is looking for some kind of early push, otherwise he wouldn't be using 3 villagers on the Wonder, I guess. But already Nagayumi in the back is aging up. Of course 700 coin first. So Prince, he makes his market, a few houses, maybe even a consulate with the 600 wood. And just gonna try to pick off any villagers that he can. On the other hand, fast response here by Nagayumi, putting the villagers in the town center immediately, already killing almost one of these Gurkhas. So I'm glad that both of them got one of the wood treasures. That makes it quite even. Yeah, killing the Wanderer is no use really, so I'm not sure what his plan is there. I believe you also... Yeah, of course, he's gonna force some villagers in the town center, but... Maybe he just wants to stay like on the edge of the town center range here. He's just gonna try to delay the age up as much as possible. So of course the Wonder does build itself. It means, as you see here, you will slowly age, but very slow. Killing it is not an option. There you need way more siege damage, which is just not the case here. What it's just gonna do is try to force the villagers off so that Nagayumi is gonna age really slow, and try to kill as many villagers as he can, and also prevent, of course, any resource gathering from Nagayumi, which also might force Nagayumi to use up some of his cows later on. Oh, actually they are almost already fully fattened, so he for sure can do that. Gonna build a trading post. Interesting choice. I think that's going to be really beneficial for him to use some more of the shipments that he gets in the 3rd age. And of course, as soon as this Wonder is finished, he spawns with 10 arquebusiers, meaning that you will want to take out anti-cavalry first, probably. In this case, the elephants. And I expect... Oh, there we have a stable up already. So, and the consulate as well, indeed. So, there we have the consulate villagers. Did he send and export? Yeah, he did. Very standard so far. Allying with the consulate, with the Ottomans in the consulate. By the way, nice that he also has a 2nd market upgrade. And then doing the village upgrade to really boost your economy. Currently it is even in villagers, however there's a market for Prince and not for the Chinese guy. And also Prince, of course, has, I say of course, has indeed 1 wood trickle. So he's just still trying to poke in as much as possible. Any units that you can kill is a good thing for India, because it will decrease the strength of the push from the Chinese that is coming up as soon as they are in the 3rd age, especially with the trading post. You see he has 1 shipment already stacked. The 2nd shipment is almost halfway in. And now we have 10 arquebusiers. Oh nice, good timing there. Is the shipment made? It is made. But that means that there's not enough anti-cavalry from the Chinese player, and very well timed by Prince, knowing the age up time, especially also when there were no more villagers on the Wonder. So now the Gurkhas have to target these pikemen here, but it's also a very good position from Nagayumi, calling out the Minutemen as well, and also shipping 4 camels. I like that a lot actually, because it will really ensure his control over this battle. Using the cows to block, very nice small detail here by Nagayumi. Also good setup, by the way. If you see over here, Wonder, house, it blocks all the cavalry from walking in from the other side. And you see that he actually should target his low HP Gurkha, which he... Oh, we have now the... That's actually a nice timing. These musketeers pop out on the exact right side, so that they are in range of the Gurkhas. Of course, Gurkhas count as musketeers, but when the musketeers are in range, they actually do a very good job. Forcing this army to run away, or at least out of range from the town center, so that it won't take any more damage. Prince actually, I think, is quite happy with the trade. Of course, he did lose some camels, but he took out the arquebusiers, means that will be a very... the push from the Chinese guy will be delayed. Also, the Chinese guy was forced to ship musketeers rather than, for example, cavalry. Or 10 arquebusiers. And I think having musketeers is not really the most effective unit at this point for the Chinese guy. On the other hand, I might take that back, because of course the Indian guy is making melee cav sowars. Anyway, it did delay the push, and that's the most important thing. While, as you now see, he is 6-7 villagers ahead, plus the 1 wood trickle. So that's all going quite good. And of course map control. No problem yet, because there is still a herd available over there. He has of course the cows full food, as well as his goat. as he's using them in the back. Ooh, he's missing his army. He should really bring this army. There's just like 6 pikemen and 5 pikemen, 3 Shikonu. How did that happen? Anyway, probably some survived from a previous banner army, but he should be merging it with his army here to make sure that they all fight together, of course. His hero is quickly regenerating in HP, while Prince lost both of his heroes and they're at the town center. So unless there's a battle happening around here, Prince won't have any use of his heroes. Using, of course, the additional export for Trio Sirens, and he's probably looking for a next fight near his Agra fort to make sure that he has additional cover and, of course, close spawning points. He did ship 5 Sepoy. He's probably expecting, well, as he should, the meteor hammers and iron flails coming in, because he saw that Nagayumi had seen all his Gurkhas, which means that a good player will anticipate, oh sorry, not anticipate, adapt and add cavalry to that. And there we see also, by the way, he made a batch of cavalry. I'm not sure how it's called again. Yeah, I believe the key is A, but anyway, he made a batch of cavalry to try to deal with the Gurkhas. And also, as an additional defense there, Prince is gonna mix in his Zamborak. Regarding market upgrades, we see that only first tier upgrades for... No, sorry, this is the second gold, I believe. Oh, also second food, of course, what I'm talking about. I did point that out before. But on the other hand, we have a market finally going up for China. He's just now getting his economy rolling. Prince, of course, still has the second wood trickle available, but he, I think, wisely chooses to go for the cavalry or camels, yes. The cavalry attack, or actually, what is it? Is it attack or is it upgrade? I think this is actually... Okay, I'll check that later, and anyway, I'll check that. It is... Oh yeah, more damage. Yes, okay, and the other one... Oh, it's also damage. I thought there was also an HP card. Anyway, damage, so just to make his Zamborak and Sowers better, I think that's a good choice. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see even the other camel attack card come in before he's gonna send his wood card. Because actually he's quite okay with wood, as you see. 96 pop out of 100. Probably gonna throw down another house soon. Oops, we have a push coming in from the China guy, it looks like. And that means he's gonna go around. I think that's also a very smart decision. Why would you ever want to push into this fort dealing out a decent amount of damage when you can just go around and try to prevent the gathering here on the left side? Too many people just push into this fort position, and I think that's not a smart decision. However, things change, of course, when you got a rocket. Then you can... Oh, he has to be really careful not getting out of position. Zamboraks were nicely positioned to deal with the cavalry. And now, of course, he's trying to slowly push in. Very nice from Prince moving back. He knows that this cannon is very, very slow. So the more that he pushes back, the longer he is out of range from the cannon and the longer his units will survive. This looks like quite a close battle. Nice shot will be there on the Gurkhas. Oh, this is well, hard to call still. The cannon is still alive, however the cannon is not doing optimal damage, and this Sour is now gonna work on this cannon together with the fort in the back there. There's a lot of units here from the Chinese guy though, and the Sepoy not the most effective unit at this point. However, they have a lot of HP, they tank quite fair, but the skirmisher advantage goes definitely to the Chinese guy, bringing in some additional disciples, which is just cavalry, and another cavalry batch coming in as well. Looks like it's still... Oh, he has to defend his Gurkhas. What is he doing? Probably a misclick there from PrinceOfKabul. And unfortunately we see that he's not able to hold this mess out. To me it didn't feel like it was really over. I mean, there's still plenty of resources available. Gold mine still as well. It was a little bit of a misstep here by the Gurkhas, but these Gurkhas were a little bit out of position as well. Not able to deal with the rocket on time, I feel. There is, however, 300 export available for PrinceOfKabul. And this army, yeah, of course, it was all Sepoys and Zamborak, meaning that this skirmisher army would deal with it pretty decent. And of course, he lost his stable, so he would have to make a new stable first. Oh, he disallied with the Ottomans, probably forgot to ally again with the British, which would have helped a lot. Of course, British increase your HP in the battle. Small slip up there, that would have really mattered quite a lot. And also I feel he was first trying to lure the army away, which was good, but then he was fighting here where there was no need to fight. I would have probably run more towards the Agra fort or more towards the back to have more units, and of course new Gurkha walking in this direction to make sure that your army could merge on this point somewhere, maybe even with some Minutemans, because now it was kind of cut a little bit, and of course Gurkhas then spawning at this point, not the most ideal situation either. So that means we have a winner here, which is Nagayumi, winning 3-2 to PrinceOfKabul, so congrats to him. And just gonna bring up the post game here for a second. You see here that he actually didn't kill a villager with this early push, but he did delay a lot of gathering time, mining time, as you can see over here. This line kind of flattening, which was actually, I think, a good move. From that point on, maybe he should have mixed in some more sours, actually, in hindsight here, and not so many sepoys. More Zamburak sepoi, I feel, also because you sent the card is more effective. Also, he did ship 5 sepoys, not really sure about that. Maybe he was better off shipping now the camel card, or maybe even like a resource card to mess out the units, because you know the Chinese guy has to push, and especially with the trading post, he will push at that point. Economy, of course, still ahead. He had to trickle a little bit more villagers, market upgrades, and here we see in the fight that yeah, he was not able to reproduce as much, also because Nagayumi smartly took out the stable rather than the aggro fort first. Good decision as well, and yeah, well played. So good job there by Nagayumi. And that means this series has come to an end. Start off very nice, by the way. If you tune in later, check out the first game. It was like a 40-minute game in Kamchatka between Germany and Japan. Very good. And then, of course, interesting series later on. So 3-2 for Nagayumi, taking this home, advancing to the next round. It is the round of 8 of this Age of Empires not strings, Age of Empires Spring Championship. Also, I want to thank you guys, of course, for tuning in.